I wanna be different, I wanna be changed, till all of me is gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different. So come and be different in me.
Hi everybody, it's LaTanya Nixon with Different.Changed. I'm so glad that you were able to join in on this week's recording. Today is February 27th, 2021. It is the year anniversary of the last day that I had chemotherapy. And so it's a very significant day for me, and thanks to my mom and my sister who actually reminded me about it. But I wanted to take a moment to record because things are certainly different than they were last year. Last year this time I was preparing. I recorded the entire day from the time I woke up that morning until I finished my actual session with the ringing of the bell. And so I wanted to take the moment to introduce the footage that we took from that day, February 27th, 2020. It was certainly very different in the world then too. COVID was amongst us, but it had not hit us as hard as it has hit us since that time. And so lots of things have changed. But on that day, I had amazing recordings from my friends and family. Corey was recorded. My daughter Jada was recorded. My daughter Tamika was recorded. My mom and my sister, my very good friend Connie, and my Aunt Ann was recorded on that day, just giving praise and thanks for the fact that I had made it to the end of my chemotherapy journey. And so I wanted to take this time to introduce the footage that I took last year during this time. And I wanted to say to all of you who are out there who are listening, who may be going through chemo and don't know how you're going to be able to get through it, listen to me. God would not have brought you to it if he did not know that you had the strength to get through it. You will get through it. I'm a living witness. Your hair does grow back. I'm a living witness. Your strength does come back. My strength is better than it was 6 months ago. Certainly way better than it was a year ago. And I'm getting stronger all the time. I'm healthier, than I was back then. And so you will overcome this part of your life, and you will be able to celebrate a year out, 2 years out, 3 years out, so forth and so on, that you actually made it through that part of your journey. So I hope that you enjoy the footage that I'm getting ready to share with you from last year, February 27th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining in. Please make sure that you share and you subscribe to the channel so we can continue to grow this community. I'm so delighted to be a part of your life and delighted to be a part of your journey. And I hope that you take great care of yourselves while you're going through it. Remember to do what I always ask you to do, and that is be different and remain changed. See you next time. So please enjoy what you see during this very personal video with people who were there for me to take care of me at the time. And I want you to make sure that no matter what happens, that you be different and remain changed. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Well, good morning, everyone. Today is February the 27th. This is my last day of chemo. I wanted you to see me completely without any makeup and see the condition of my face as I'm going through my last bit of chemo. As you can see, I have a lot of swelling in my face, dark spots, no eyebrows, clearly again no hair, just really swollen in my face. My nose is spread. It just looks like I'm pregnant. And so this is the beginning of this day. Just got up and just got cleaned up and getting ready to get dressed. But I just wanted to come and show you my last chemo day look.
Okay, this is my face before, and so you can see them. You can really see the swelling here, and so the chemo drugs have definitely taken its toll on my body. But this is the beginning of this day, and come and go with me as the next time I'll come on, I'll probably be sitting in the chemo chair, and then finally I will be ringing the bell today because I'm finished with chemo. So we're headed in, and a few moments ago you saw me without any makeup on, and my face really full, and it's still full, but I've got makeup on now so that I can look a little bit decent on my last day of chemo. But my thoughts about it going in are that I'm so grateful that these 6 treatments have gone by. And it's so funny, at the beginning of this journey, I didn't know what to expect. I was scared to death. And the shadow's horrible, but anyway, I was scared to death, and I just didn't know whether or not I was going to. Thank you, Jada. She turned off the heat. Now maybe you can hear me. I didn't know what I was going to do, or how I was expected to act, or whether it was going to hurt or whatever. And so it has definitely been some scary moments for sure. But I am still just so grateful to God. I wanted to show you guys. I know you see this cellophane on my chest. Basically, the cellophane is over top of my port. And what you do is you put lidocaine on the port, and then this cellophane on it to increase the friction, so that when they put the chemo needle into my port, it doesn't hurt as much. And so that's why you see this big plastic thing hanging out of my shirt. But you will learn those things as you go into chemo. They'll give you those little tips to make sure that, that pain that you feel when you're sticking a needle in it is not as intense as it could be. All right, everyone. Well, this is LaTanya of Different and Changed, and I told you I would come back to you when I was sitting in chemo chair. So chemo is rigged up. It's coming into me. I'm getting ready to get the Benadryl. You guys know that makes me a little loopy. So before I get too loopy, I wanted to come and just say thank you so much for following me and all that good stuff. And today I walked into the chemo room, and who would be there but my Connie? Yes, and so Dr. Connie is here and everything, and so I wanted to talk with her and have her. I want everybody that comes back to Chemo Bay to just kind of share, their thoughts about this process and what this has done to them and how this has affected them in terms of the relationship that they have with me. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Connie. So Connie, can you just tell the audience what this situation has done for you or to you, or how you feel about it?
Well, I will try to do that briefly. Audience, please know what Dr. Nixon knows, and that is I am not known for brevity. However, I'm going to try very hard to be brief in what I have to share. So what it has done for me is, of course, just, excuse me, personally, it just reiterates the importance of friendships and relationships, and keeping those, for those things that matter, make sure they matter, keep them near, keep those people near, keep them in prayer, keep them covered. But it also makes me grateful. It makes me grateful for the life that we have and the life that we share. And again, it goes back to relationships, because people matter. It was an absolute shock to learn of her diagnosis. I was 100% certain that treatment would end at radiation. So then when we learned that she had to have chemotherapy, I had my own period of shock and mourning I had to get through. But after processing that, then you begin to, again, focus on those things that are important and be a support to her in whatever manner. It became important then to me to refocus and be of support to her in whatever manner that I was able, and whatever good was good for her in our relationship. So to end this, I will say I hadn't been able to be with her for like the cutting of the hair and the other chemo treatments, but I knew that if at all possible, I wanted to be here for the last chemo treatment. So here I am. And I'm excited to be here and to share this moment with her. This is the beginning of the end of this piece of the journey.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Always so well spoken. And that's one of my besties. Has been so supportive of me throughout this entire thing, just in her own very delicate, very classy way. She's been, just right there with me. So I appreciate her. And so, all right, everybody. I wanted to introduce you guys to, you've seen her on my videos before, but my very beautiful, very brave, very strong daughter, Jada, who's only 14 years old and has handled this situation like a champ, has pulled me up off the floor when my legs gave way, who has loved on me and prayed for me and just been right there every time in between the treatments, and just been an amazing young lady. And to the point that, this experience has given her such character and such maturity. And so I just wanted to document her and her responses and tell the group how it has been for you.
Very emotional. A lot of stuff I had to learn in the process. I wasn't really prepared beforehand what was going to happen. So I had to learn as I would. Emotional learning. It's felt really helpful. Hard to take somebody that carries you for your whole life, and you have to carry them for once. It's like that weird, but it felt good. It felt right.
So you've learned a lot during this process, I'm sure.
More than I wanted to know, but
yeah. So Jada has just been a trooper, and again, just 14 years old. So to have to go through something like this. She's acting that way because she's not necessarily supposed to be back here. Okay, I'm quiet. But anyway, I just wanted to come and say to you guys that I'm grateful for my Jada, and I love her, and thank God for her and all that she has been to me. She was the child that I prayed for. I prayed to have a little girl, and she just has surpassed my wildest expectations as far as being my daughter. And so there's something that I say all the time, and I want her to do it with me. That the doctor, when I was pregnant with my daughter, when we were revealing the sex, and this is something that we say, me and Jada say to each other, or I force her to say, she finishes the sentence. And so I would say, Jada, and the doctor said, your baby has princess parts.
But I saw the determination in her face, like she will almost get angry, like that righteous anger. Sometimes when she would try to push herself out of the bed and just be like, I'm getting out of this bed and I'm gonna push through this because I know what's on the other side. So just to watch that was hard because of my relationship with her, and just to see her in pain was difficult, but it inspired me because I'm like, this is strength, like right here in 3D.
My oldest daughter, she came in my life as an adult, so she's considered my stepdaughter, but I literally couldn't love her anymore if I had birthed her myself. So she's here to kind of just talk about her thoughts as pertains to my journey, and this being my last chemo treatment. So here she is, my beautiful daughter, Tanika. So Sweetie, if you just want to say how you feel about this.
Well, just first of all, say God is good because through this whole process, she's just been so strong. So I know that definitely the strength is definitely coming from God. I mean, she's a warrior. Before cancer and even during this whole process, she's always been a very strong woman. I definitely look up to her and just am thankful that she is, my mother, and God has brought her in my life at the time that He did, just for myself and definitely for Dad as well. So she's been holding it down as mom, wife, and just super mom overall. So I'm just grateful to God that she's here, still standing, going through this all. And I mean, all I can really say is God is good because this ain't nothing but Him. He has brought her through, and she's going to continue to keep going because she has so much more in store to give to the world. This process has been easy for her, but like I said, she's conquered it every step, every session, every way. I mean, she's still working, still doing this and that, like nothing's going on. So God be the glory. I love her so much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you all.
That's my baby. That's my Tamika. It's always such a big part of my life in terms of just bringing me joy and just how she came into the family. Jada, Deshawn, and Trayvon, my biological children, have just accepted her, and we don't see her as outside our family. She is an equal part of our family. When people ask me how many children I have, I tell them how many children I have, and Tamika is definitely in that. Yes, I am here with my mom, who is my hero, who has been there for me at the very beginning of this entire process. And she's here today to record her thoughts about this entire thing. And so I just love her. She's just the most amazing person. I would not be who I was today without my mother's prayers. Her support, her love has been everything to me. And so here she is, looking like a beauty queen. You wouldn't believe how old she is. She's 70 plus. I'm only about to be 71 shortly in July. So Mom, who's been with me through the diagnoses, through the radiation, through the surgery, through the chemo, every step of the way. What are your thoughts today?
I feel blessed to have been able to be here, to be a part of this journey. It's been a hard journey, and she calls me her hero, but she don't realize that she has been my inspiration through the whole thing. While she's looking out for me, I was taking my clues from her. So she's good, I'm good. So a lot of times when she was thinking that she was concerned about me talking to other people, not to me, about me. And she didn't realize that she was my inspiration the whole time. So this is where I'm supposed to be. This is my job. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else or missing a treatment. I've had family to come down from Virginia to help out and everything. I told them, it's good that y'all come in and I appreciate it, but there's no way in the world they're coming to relieve me of my duties, which there's no way in the world that I haven't been home looking at TV, stretching out, or whatever, while she was having chemo treatments because somebody else was there. So they was just here, and it has been a blessing. And in particular, my one sister from Virginia, Dee, she came at a time when it was very important, very crucial, stepped in and did her job, did over and above and beyond her job, and made herself a part of the household. So I was able to not be there at certain times, but when it was really counting, I was always there. So I just thank God that I was able to be there to be an encouragement in any way that I could be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's pretty much it, and I'm just, even though the journey's been hard, I know the end result is going to be all worth it in the end. The testimony is going to be great, and we already giving God thanks for that in advance. So just give God the glory for the experience.
Very well said, very well said. So My mom is very special to me. We've always been very close. So many phases in my life, my mom has been right there, just through pregnancies, through marriages, through hard times where I can't even fathom what I would have done without her. And so when I tell you she has been, there are no words to tell you how important my mother is to me. We have become friends, but she's still my mom. She still let me know. She gets me when she needs to, but we are friends as well. And so I love her to pieces. And so I thank her for documenting, and I thank her, and I just thank her for being there for me. And so again, like I've told you guys, make sure your support system is tight, because you can't do this by yourself. You got to have people that you can depend on. And so I am just as tickled as I can be that my mom is here with me, and I'm so excited to be at the end of this. Well, you guys, it's LaTanya Nixon, Different.Changed, and I've just been home from getting my chemo treatment, my last one, and I'm teary because I've just been thinking about how amazing it is to be finished with this portion of my life, and it's been really tough. It really has, but God has been so faithful, and so I just wanted to share that I'm grateful for being done, and to let you know that your day is coming too. You just gotta press, keep positivity around you, keep God first, and don't let anything stress you out, and you'll get there. And you can be like me, just teary and excited and happy that God did what he did. And so, just so grateful to God for letting me get through this. So I'm here with my mom and my daughter. We're just kind of relaxing now. And so, it's my mom in the background. But again, just wanted to thank God for all of you and your well wishes and everything else. And so I'm just so grateful to God, so appreciative that he did it. So this is ending this vlog from my last day of chemo, February 27, 2020. This experience has changed me. I'm different than I was, that's for sure, in a good way. And this is not the end of my journey, because I still have maintenance treatment, which consists of some shots every 3 months and some pills every day. But I've got 6 weeks of rest that I don't have to go back to the doctor for any kind of treatment. And so I'm just so grateful to be done with this and with this portion. But I will continue to keep you guys in the loop of how I'm doing and what are my next steps and all of that. But just remember to be different and stay changed, and know that no matter how hard it may get, if you just stay the path, I promise you'll get there. God is no respecter of person. If I'm able to get to this point, so are you. And I rejoice with you even before it happens. So again, thank you so much for your support. You know, I'm looking forward to getting my face back and my body back. I am going to have to rest up a little bit before I get back in the gym, and I may have to do some physical therapy because my legs are so weak. And I'm okay with all of that because at least I will be finished with this stage, and I am believing God with all of my heart that I never have to go through this again. I don't wish it on anybody, but I will tell you, God won't bring you to it if he can't bring you through it. So again, please be different and stay changed.